Top story is this. We continue our part 2 of our exclusive story tonight. The parents of Boy Scouts who were electrocuted at Lake of the Pines say utility companies need to do more to protect the public from power lines. My colleague Casey Koviak sat down with them as they spoke on camera for the first time since their son's death. She now joins us live in studio with more on what they plan to do. Casey.
Neil, the parents have been working with State Representative Chris Patty of Marshall and State Senator Brian Hughes of Mineola. Together, all of them are trying to prevent what happened on Lake of the Pines from ever happening again. Here is part 2 of our special report, Hope After Heartache. The power lines have disappeared, though the reason why seems to never fade. A massive, symbolic scar stretches across the land. 19 months after the boys' deaths, the electric cooperative finally buried the transmission lines underneath the lake, parallel to the Alley Creek Bridge, about 15 feet below the ground. A change the co-op said they were never ordered to make, but just wanted to do.
You know, for the safety of East Texans and for the beauty of that lake, too. It's a beautiful lake. We wanted to make sure it was done, and so we went ahead and did the process.
The boys' parents are staying focused on the bigger picture. Power line safety for utilities throughout the state of Texas.
We need something to hold these guys accountable, hold their feet to the fire, and make them report to the public how they're performing.
On March 8th, State Representative Chris Patty and State Senator Brian Hughes filed identical bills addressing power line safety.
We all need to be held accountable, and when mistakes are made and they cost people's lives, we've got to take a look and see what we can do to prevent that from happening again.
Together, their top priority.
First and foremost is to establish some sort of standard from a reporting standpoint. You really don't have that right now.
Some of the legislation requires electric utilities to conduct annual line inspections and report those results to the state. It also requires utilities to report the number of annual fatalities and injuries caused by their power lines and other equipment.
This bill is designed to draw the public attention and the utilities' attention back to where it should be, and that's on public safety.
I truly believe that had we had this in place, the situation wouldn't have been allowed to reach the conclusion that it reached.
The parents say they're extremely thankful for their lawmakers' support.
We're very pleased, and that's something that somebody still cares, and that hopefully change will be made.
But as Winston Churchill once said, in war, you can only be killed once, but in politics, many times. Mr. Brannon says they're ready.
I know that this is the first shot in a long battle, probably going to be subject to be a long and bitter one. We're in it till the bitter end.
With all legislation, bills are subject to countless amendments in the committees and both chambers of the legislature before a version actually makes it to the governor's desk.
We understand there's a give and take getting these things through committee. Hopefully this will come to some sort of a fruition.
Representative Patty says passing this bill into law is only a starting point.
This will give us a baseline of information, a report card, if you will, to begin to judge utilities on how much emphasis they're putting on public safety, particularly as it relates to inspecting lines.
He says once that data has been reported for a few years, they can then begin to compare which utilities across Texas need to do more to ensure they're protecting the public.
It'll help us decide at some point in the future whether or not we need to talk about additional requirements.
Their ultimate goal:
preventing actions like this in the future.
The bill now goes to the state affairs committees.
I'm hopeful that we can get it through the process. So far, the response has been good.
Thankful for Patty and Hughes' support, the parents have created a Facebook group, Demand Electric Power Line Safety in Texas. It's a way to show all Texas lawmakers that families across the entire state are passionate about this issue. A grassroots effort to protect other Texas parents from ever enduring this amount of grief.
These were boys that were going to rule the world one day. It's such good high hopes for all three of them.
And now they have hope, once again, in the wake of such heartache. Thomas Larry's family couldn't join us for that interview, but they did want everyone to know how thankful they are for their lawmakers' support, saying the legislation, quote, should prevent future irresponsibility that could potentially lead to harm or even death. This must never happen again. The legacy they will leave behind is to save lives. Now, the families also wanted me to extend an invitation to you to join their Facebook group, Demand Electric Power Line Safety in Texas. Now, I'll have that link to their Facebook group as well as the Larry family's full statement on our website. That's easttexasmatters.com. Everything will be posted shortly after this newscast. Neil, back to you.